Benjamin from English Classes Online. In today's video, we are going to look at 12 basic adjective rules that will enrich your speech and writing. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. Click on the bell icon as well, so that whenever a new video is uploaded on the channel, you will be notified instantly. Let's dive into the lesson right away. Rule number 1, an adjective is used to describe the quality of a noun or pronoun rather than the action of a verb. Examples: Messi is a brilliant footballer. So you can see the word brilliant is the adjective that describes the footballer. What type of footballer is Messi? A brilliant footballer. Then the second example, the match was interesting. So the word interesting here describes the match. Okay? Rule number 2, adjectives can be used directly before the nouns they describe or after it if separated by a verb. Already we saw the two first examples already showed us how this principle works, but let's look at other examples here. That kind man gave Debbie a phone. So here we have a situation where the adjective is used directly before the noun. Kind is the adjective coming before man, which it describes, all right? The kind man gave Debbie a phone. Then in another example, we see that the adjective is separated, by a verb. That man who gave Debbie a phone is kind. Or if we remove who gave Debbie a phone, what we have is that man is kind. All right, that man is kind. So there are two basic places where you can place an adjective, either directly before the noun it describes, as we have here, or after it, all right, if separated by a verb. Okay? Rule number 3, when two adjectives describe the same noun, both of them should be expressed in the same degree. You know, you have different degrees. You have the different degree, like comparative and superlative degrees. But when the two are describing one particular noun, they are describing the same noun, they should be in the same degree. For example, Jane is the most beautiful, most beautiful, and the most brilliant student in our class. So it would be wrong to say Jane is the most beautiful and more brilliant. No, it doesn't make sense. Jane is the most beautiful and the most brilliant student in our class. Another example is Mark is the strongest and the fastest player in our team. Strongest is the superlative and fastest is also the superlative. Well, if I'm comparing two persons, you could use the comparative. You can say, for example, that Mark is the stronger and faster player than if you are comparing him with another. So the important thing is that the two adjectives that are describing the same person should be in the same degree. All right. For example, if you are describing Mark as strong, you can say that Mark is a strong and fast player in our team. All right. Strong and fast. or stronger and faster than someone else, or the strongest and the fastest of all right? Okay, so rule number 4, some adjectives cannot be graded or compared. They are known as absolute adjectives. Absolute adjectives cannot have comparative and superlative degrees. For example, it will be incorrect to say Joe's car is more unique than yours, because unique is an absolute adjective. It doesn't have more unique or most unique. So the correct thing is simply to say that Joe's car is unique. If something is unique, then there's nothing else to compare with it. It is on a class of its own. Then again, it is incorrect to say that workshop is the most perfect place. Sorry, that workshop is the most perfect place to repair your car. No. If something is perfect, it can be more perfect or most perfect. If something is perfect, it has gotten to the highest degree, so you can't grade it any further. So it is correct to say that workshop is the perfect place to repair your car. Then let's take a look at other absolute adjectives. And again, you can see that absolute adjectives cannot be intensified or used to compare. Others are complete, infinite, true, false, correct, final, mortal, entire, whole, defective, flawless, fatal, alive, dead, perfect, unknown, full, imaginary, superior, inferior, possible, impossible, empty, guilty, known, fictional, free, singular, hopeless, invisible, necessary, absolute, saturated, unique, middle. So these are all absolute adjectives. Take note of them. You don't use them in making comparisons, all right? Now, rule number 5, some adjectives cannot be used before nouns. They are called predicate adjectives, all right? They can't become pre-modifiers of nouns. They come after the noun. For example, the baby is asleep. It's incorrect to say, to describe the baby as an asleep baby. No, no. The asleep can only be used predicatively. It can be used as part of the predicate, but cannot be used within the subject. All right? Or to describe or to come before a noun. Now, another example, he is alive. You can't describe him as an alive man. No. She was afraid, not an afraid woman. Okay? Other examples are alone, away, ill, alike, glad, well, sure, sorry. All right? So now, rule number 6, adjectives are placed after a noun when it is used with a preposition. When we combine a preposition with an adjective, we can't usually place it before a noun. We place it after the noun. For example, it is a space suitable for an office. All right. It is a space suitable for. You cannot say, suitable for an office. All right. It's a space suitable for an office. So in other words, you can see here that we are combining the adjective with the preposition for, so we place it before space. Space is actually the noun it modifies or describes, but we are placing suitable after it because we are combining it with for. Another example, his action is something worthy of emulation. Worthy of emulation. So we wouldn't say it's a worthy something of emulation. No, it's something worthy of emulation. Okay. Then another example is a man known for criminal activities. All right. You cannot say it's a known for man, criminal. No, that distorts the whole thing. So this is a rule when you are using an adjective together with a preposition, we place it after the noun it defines. Then rule number 7, most one-syllable adjectives add R and ST or ER and EST to form the comparative and superlative forms respectively. For example, Olu's bag is bigger than yours. All right. Yours is smaller than mine. Mine is the biggest of the three. So you can see big, bigger, biggest, small, smaller, smallest. And then there are other examples like fine, finer, finest, large, larger, largest, quick, quicker, quickest, slow, slower, slowest, and so on and so forth. Rule number 8, most adjectives with 2 or more syllables take more or most or less and least for the comparative and superlative forms respectively. Examples are as follows: careful, more careful, most careful; intelligent, more intelligent, most intelligent; difficult, more difficult, most difficult; interesting, more interesting, most interesting, and so on and so forth. So most adjectives with 2 or more syllables, if you look at the word careful, it is careful, 2 syllables. You look at intelligent, 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 4 syllables. You look at difficult, difficult, 3 syllables. You look at interesting, interesting, 4 syllables. So 2 or more syllables, you always have most of them using more and most or less and least for forming their comparative and superlatives respectively. Now, rule number 9, some 2-syllable adjectives can take ER and EST or more and most as comparative and superlative forms respectively. All right, some of the 2-syllable adjectives can fit into the two alternatives. For example, you have wealthy, wealthier, wealthiest, or more wealthy, most wealthy. You have simple, simpler, simplest, or more simple, most simple. You have deadly, deadlier, deadliest, or more deadly, or most deadly. You have handsome, handsomer, and handsomest. These are rare usages. Or more handsome, most handsome. All right. So these are the rules. Then rule number 10, when 2 or more adjectives are used to describe a noun, they should be arranged according to the adjective word order. What I have described with an acronym, DOSASCOM. Now, I have uploaded a video on the adjectives word order. If you want a detailed explanation of that, then you check. You will check the playlist, especially the segment on English English grammar. You check through that playlist. You will find my video on adjectives word order and how to use them correctly. Now, DOSASCOM is the acronym that stands for determiner, opinion, size, age, shape, color, material, and purpose. These are different types of adjectives. Determiners are a kind of adjective. They come first if you arrange them in that order, followed by opinion adjectives, adjectives that express your personal opinion. If you say someone is beautiful, that's opinion. Someone is kind, someone is this, someone is that, opinion. Then it's different from size, like when you say someone is big or small, that's size. Age, young, old. new, and so on. Shape, such as square, round, color, white, black, material, nylon, leather, wooden, golden, silver, and so on. Bronze, and then purpose, when something serves a purpose, like the swimming pool, the washing machine, a sitting room. The purpose something serves. So if you want a detailed explanation of this rule, this adjective rule, then there is a complete video that will give you the explanation. But let's take a look at two examples. Uncle Sam bought a new green Japanese sports car. New here is age. You can see that age comes before color. Green is color, and color comes before origin. You see, origin is Japanese, and origin comes before origin comes before purpose. Purpose comes last, because this car is a sports car. That's the purpose of the car. All right. Okay, so then another example, the doctor married a beautiful young Indian woman. You cannot say young beautiful Indian or young beautiful or young Indian beautiful, no. Or Indian beautiful young, no. You must arrange adjectives in their order of adjectives, all right? That's a specific rule, and that is part of English grammar, all right? So when you understand these rules, they enrich your communication. They enrich your speech and writing, because it shows that you are proficient in the use of the language. You understand the rules and you use the rules correctly. All right. Now, beautiful here is an adjective of opinion, followed by young, adjective of age, followed by Indian, adjective of origin. And so when you look at this table here, you can see where they occur. Beautiful, origin, which is beautiful here, all right? That comes first. Then where do we find age? Then you find age here. Age comes before, comes after origin. And then age, yes. Age comes after opinion. Please, this O is opinion. Let's not confuse it with origin. Origin comes towards the end. So this is opinion. Opinion is beautiful. Then young is age. You can see that age comes after opinion. And then where does Indian, which is Indian is origin, all right? Then that comes towards the end here, the third to the end. Okay, so this is how, adjectives are arranged. Whenever you have two or more adjectives, you use two or more adjectives to describe a noun, there is a rule that applies, when deciding which adjective comes before the other. And sometimes, people get confused. If I'm saying a new, if I'm using new and green and Japanese to describe a car, which one comes first? Do I say Japanese new green car, or do I say green new Japanese car? No, you have to arrange them according to origin. Age comes first, color comes after age, origin comes after color, and purpose comes last. So this is how we arrange them, okay? Now let's look at rule number 11. Double comparative, that is using both ER and more, cannot be used at the same time. That results in a grammatical blunder. For example, it is wrong to say honey is more better than sugar. You are using double comparative here because more and better, double comparatives. You have to use just one, and that is honey is better than sugar. And if you listen to some, some speakers or users of the English language, you see that they commit a lot of blunders by violating this rule. Some even use the word "wasa" because they don't understand the irregular adjective good. Good is an irregular adjective. Good, better, best. Then bad is also an irregular adjective. Bad, worse, worst. So there's nothing like worse. All right. So take note of that. Okay. So now the last but not the least, rule number 12, some comparative adjectives are used with to instead of than. Like when in the last example, we say honey is better than sugar. We use than whenever making comparatives, but this is an exception. Some adjectives use to instead of than, and you need to understand them. And such adjectives also are not used in making comparisons or taking them to a higher degree of comparison. They remain static. For example, God is superior to angels. You cannot say more superior or most superior, and you cannot say superior than, superior to. A woman is not inferior to her husband. Inferior is another adjective that you do not use together with than. Instead, you use together with the preposition to, inferior to. Mary is senior to the other student. Senior to, not senior than. I know he is junior to you. Junior to, not junior than. And we have other words like prior, elder, and so on and so forth. So, and this brings us to the end of today's lesson. We have been looking at 12 basic adjective rules that will enrich your speech and writing. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have enjoyed it, like the video and share it with your friends and relations. If you are interested in a bonus that I have inserted for you, you check the description section and you will find a link to a free PDF ebook on the basic units of English grammar. If you are interested in that, just click on it and you will download a free copy of that ebook. Then there are other ebooks that will help you in your desire to achieve proficiency in English. And one of them is Good Success in English, a complete study package for effective English learning. Now, it's a must read for all English learners. And if you are interested in this, just click on the link in the description box and you will download a copy for yourself. Then browse through the entire channel, and especially you can check my playlists and you will find different videos, different video lessons that not only teach you different aspects of English usage, but also different digital skills. For example, this channel is a channel that also teaches you content creation. Because if you are a competent user of a language, you will understand that language is a powerful tool for creating content. So on this channel, we teach you how to use the English language to create very powerful and high value content that will enable you to create multiple streams of income for yourself as a content marketer on the internet. So if you are interested in videos like that, check the playlist and you'll be able to find content creation, content marketing, digital marketing, different kinds of videos. And you will also find in the description box different ebooks, different online courses that will be helpful to you, both in your desire to learn the English language and in your quest for mastering some skills that will help you to create income for yourselves. Now, if you have any questions, suggestions, or comments, leave them in the comment section below. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye for now and remain blessed. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Remain blessed. Many thanks for watching today's video. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of giving us support. For notification about new videos, click on the bell icon. You will find the bell icon. Click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends and relatives. This is very important. If you have any comments, leave your comments below. Any questions, any suggestions, we would gladly receive them and respond promptly and positively to them. See you in the next video. I look forward to always seeing you in the new video.